Howdy folks. It's about 3:15 on Monday, December 31, 2018. Just give you a little bit of a recap for today. I haven't glued up any styles for the last couple of days, but this is two of them. There's 3 pines, a cherry, and a cherry. And again, that's for the core of an interior door. This is 2 rails. The narrow piece is the divider between this rail and that rail. And then that's a kick plate, and those are both for internal doors. Back in the crawl space, Linda had waterproofed it quite a while ago, a couple months ago, and today she put some white paint on the walls in there, and that's about 12 or 13 feet going that way, and about 24 going all the way across. And of course that's for storage. I have a couple of pallets here because I want to keep the stuff off the floor. We have a better system this year than we did last year, and then we have it waterproofed. We banked up the dirt on the outside, and we have gutters. So everything we've done should keep the water out of that area. We had unloaded that. She had wanted to get it all loaded up, and so we did. Last year we moved a bunch of garbage down. This stuff will all go back in there so that we can have a little more room down here. I figured it out today, and I need there's 6 styles, so that's enough for 3 doors. I need 22 more pieces, 22 more styles for interior doors, and then I need 44 or 11 rails and 22 rails and 11 kick plates. Now I want to show you, I've been working today, this afternoon, on doing some planing. I got a bunch of rough lumber, it'll be 2 years ago in March, and this is some of it. And so when I bring it out here to work on, it's rough. It's real rough. And so I plane it down with that planer, and so for those boards and this stack, this is how much sawdust I did. I'm here to tell you it's about 14 inches. I couldn't even get all the way down to the ground, but that's a lot of sawdust right there. And I made that this afternoon. I'm gonna sit down a little bit. Tonight we're going out with some friends for supper. And they're roughly our age, so I know we won't be doing any howling real late in the day. Tomorrow, I had sent a text to John Van Cura, the carpenter, on yesterday, on Sunday, and asked him if he could come for a day sometime. And he sent me a text back today, asked if it was inside or outside work. I think if it was outside, he probably wouldn't want to be coming tomorrow. But it's inside, and so he will come tomorrow, about 8:30, I told him. And what I'm hoping to do is get some more veneers cut. I'm going to need probably another 20 veneers for the upstairs doors, and then I got to get that sapele cut, and so we'll do that on the bandsaw over there. cut those down into 1/4 inch to 3/8 strips, and then of course I'll have to plane them down. So I want to do the Sapelia. I want to do about, like I said, around 20 cherry veneers. I want to talk to them about at the top of the stairs, around the stairwell. You know, I'm going to be building a railing, and that's why I did all this cherry here today. I've got a lot of it planed down, but I want to talk to them about, you know, how wide the boards should be. I want to talk to them about installing the jamb. I'd like to paint it ahead of time, but right now what I'm thinking is maybe he and I can put that jamb in. I can show him how I would do it, and he can tell me when I'm doing something incorrect. But then I want to be able to talk about getting my door made for that entry from the garage into the house. And you know, I showed you that on that video I did last Friday. But here's the pieces for it. There's a stile and there's a stile. They're 96 inches or so. I'll cut those down to size. Here's a kick plate, and I've got that about a couple inches longer than, and then this is a rail. This is the middle rail, and that's the top rail. I made the top just a little bit smaller. And I want to get ideas on the dimensions of the 2 fields that I'm going to be putting in. Here's my list of things. I'm just going to write that down because I had thought of it before, of 2 fields on interior doors. So I've got a list of 10 things there, and that's what we'll be working on. Some of them it's talking it through, others like cutting the veneers. It's really, I have found to be a 2-person job in order to do it well. I want to talk to him also about my newel posts. I'll be building my newel posts, and that's the piece on a railing around a staircase that, or coming down some stairs that, it's probably 36 inches high. You know, it could have cannonballs at the top or be built more in a craftsman style, which is probably what I'll do. But I want to talk to him about thoughts on that, which will also lead into the dimensions on this lumber that I want to put around as basically a starter strip over this, or near the staircase. And then all of our hardwood flooring will butt up against this, and I'll have to get some tongue and groove router bits so that I can put a groove or a tongue, whatever is appropriate, all along those boards on one side, and then our hardwood floor will just snap right into that. So there's a lot of things to think about. I mean, you know, when you're building a house, at least I wasn't sure where the halfway mark would be, but I always knew that doing finishing work was going to be a big part of it. And of course, by taking on the project of building all of the doors, I think I'm now at 35 doors, but who knows? I mean, I get a different number every time. And like I used to tell people, I'm no good with numbers. But anyways, that's it. Thanks for following our progress.